If these were movie sets, it would make sense. But they're not. Every place in this video exists. You can book a ticket, you can walk through them, you can stand exactly where these shots were filmed, and the last one, it disappears and reappears with the tide. Number 8, Bruges, Belgium. At first glance, Bruges doesn't look lived in. It looks preserved for a period drama. Brick facades line still canals. Bell towers rise above the square. It feels curated. But Bruges grew wealthy in the Middle Ages as a trading hub connected to the North Sea. When trade routes shifted, the city slowed down instead of expanding. What you're seeing isn't reconstruction, it's continuity. And this is where the symmetry starts getting unusual. Number 7, Hallstatt, Austria. Hallstatt fits between a lake and a mountain wall so tightly it barely seems possible. Homes line the water in a near-perfect row. A church spire anchors the center. It looks arranged, but the village formed around salt mining over 7,000 years ago. There was almost no flat land, so buildings adapted to the terrain. Constraint created alignment. You can cross the lake in minutes and see the entire village framed at once. And from here, the scale shifts. Number 6, Lake Bled, Slovenia. In the middle of Lake Bled sits a tiny island. A staircase rises to a church. Above it, a castle stands on a cliff. Mountains close the background. It looks engineered. It wasn't. Glaciers carved this basin thousands of years ago. When the ice retreated, the island remained. Settlement followed the shape that already existed. But the next place doesn't even look natural. Number 5, Positano, Italy. Positano descends a cliff in stacked layers. Pastel buildings cascade toward the sea. Balconies overlap. Stairways weave between them. It looks like a set designer placed each structure for visual effect. Originally, it was a fishing village. Flat ground was scarce, so expansion moved upward. Color came gradually. Now, ferries connect it easily to the rest of the Amalfi Coast. It may look elaborate, but it's entirely reachable. And now the geometry gets even stranger. Number 4, Chefchaouen, Morocco. Chefchaouen is almost entirely blue. Walls, stairs, doorways. Soft blue, deep blue, weathered blue. It feels like a film set built around a single color palette. The tradition traces back to the 15th century when Jewish refugees painted walls blue as a symbol of spirituality. Over time, the color became identity. The town is small and walkable, but visually, it feels immersive. Like stepping into a stylized world. Now, the landscape changes completely. Number 3, Cappadocia, Turkey. Cappadocia doesn't resemble Earth at first glance. Stone pillars rise from the ground. Entire homes are carved into rock. This terrain began with volcanic eruptions millions of years ago. Ash hardened into soft stone. Wind and rain sculpted it into vertical formations. Later, civilizations hollowed it out. At sunrise, hot air balloons drift above the valleys. It looks like CGI. And somehow, the next location looks even less stable. Number 2. Civita di Bagnoregio. Civita stands on a plateau of volcanic rock. Everything around it has eroded away. What remains is a hilltop town connected by a narrow pedestrian bridge. From a distance, it looks suspended, like it was placed there digitally. It wasn't. It survived while the surrounding land receded. The bridge walk is part of the experience. And it's less than 2 hours from Rome. And the final destination changes entirely depending on the tide. Number 1. Mont Saint Michel, France. Mont Saint Michel rises from tidal flats off the coast of Normandy. An abbey was founded here in the 8th century. Stone buildings spiral upward toward the summit. When the tide comes in, the island separates from the mainland. When it retreats, the pathway reappears. The transformation happens in real time. It looks like a location built for a fantasy epic, but it's accessible by shuttle. You can climb the winding streets, reach the abbey, and watch the water redraw the landscape around it. It feels constructed because it's precise, but it's entirely real. What makes places like this feel unreal isn't special effects, it's alignment. Geography, climate, human adaptation. The remarkable part is, none of this was built for a camera, but you can stand inside the frame. Sometimes the world looks staged. It isn't. If destinations like these are your kind of travel inspiration, subscribe to Undreamed Destinations. There's a lot more that looks impossible and isn't.